Hello. When you're choosing your career, one of the important factors is what will be the outcome? What are the prospects of this career? What will I do after I complete my academic journey in line towards that career? So basically, the most common question asked was, what job am I going to get? Will I get a job? Of course, there are various other ways to make a career, not just job as a mode of work. You could do business, you could become an entrepreneur, and many other things. But will I get a job? This will be the most commonly asked question. So, who will recruit you? Who are those organizations or employers who recruit this specific skill set? And what industry or what sector is that? This information becomes very crucial, isn't it? In this video, we shall discuss about the potential employers or organizations who recruit talented individuals. We will list out some of the prominent organizations across the globe who actively recruit these specific skill sets, some of these specializations which are relevant to your career. And this video is all about knowing about those prospective employers or companies or organizations who can get you a job, who can hire you. And these organizations can be ranging from renowned research institutions to cutting edge technology companies. So my friends, before you take your next step, read about these companies, understand the prospects with these companies, go through their websites, and then understand what they do, how they do, and what kind of roles they offer. In specific, in this video, we're going to discuss about organizations or employers or companies who are going to recruit students or professionals with physics as a mainstream subject or specializations with physics as a background. So let's move on. Let's look at the organizations that often recruit employees with physics specializations or physics as a background. And like all these videos, we're going to look at a handful of indicative list of companies worldwide and then specific in India as well. So let's get started and then see what are some of those organizations around the world. So here is the first set of companies or laboratories or organizations, you may want to call it. The research institutions and laboratories across the world. European Organization for Nuclear Research. So fundamentally, they conduct research in particle physics. NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, quite popular one. They also conduct research in astrophysics, planetary science, and space exploration. And the next one is Fermilab. They also conduct research in high energy physics and particle accelerators. Max Planck Institute for Physics. They are engaged in theoretical and experimental research in various fields of physics. And last but not least, again another popular one, Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. They conduct research in particle physics, astrophysics, and nuclear science. These are the various research laboratories and institutions who offer employment for professionals with a physics background. And of course, it is quite obvious that if you want to get into a research institution or a laboratory, it becomes eventual that the individual possesses the highest qualification in that academic discipline to a level of masters and beyond the research qualifications as well. And the next set is the academic institutions. This is a common by default. Many universities and colleges worldwide, they hire physicists for teaching, research, and administrative roles and administration roles as well in the field of physics. And the next set is government agencies. This is again another important one. There are national laboratories, like many countries around the world have national laboratories who conduct research in various fields of physics, and not just physics for that matter, in any field largely. So I would suggest keep in mind that there are national laboratories across the world for many countries, and those are one set of organizations or agencies to be looked out for when you're looking for an employment or potential list. And of course, space agencies like European Space Agency, Indian Space Research Organization, NASA, which is not there in the list, but it was there in the earlier list, and China National Space Administration. They hire physicists for space exploration and research. There's a lot of people who sit background behind the scenes explore before any launch or before any exploration takes place. And the next set of companies are the technology companies or the engineering companies. You must be wondering what these people have to do with the physicists or physics, but they also does a lot of research and development like quantum computing, material science, and data analysis. They would require individuals with physics as a primary background, of course, with computer science or information technology as add-on credentials, and each company would look for it differently. So IBM, Intel, Google, Microsoft, and many other companies would look for these individuals. So do your due diligence and what specific roles do they hire. But people who are very curious or intrigued with the field of physics or with the subject of physics, it's not only the space research organizations, but the technology companies are also offering certain roles for these professionals. And not only them, the financial institutions like banks, hedge funds, and financial institutions, they employ physicists for quantitative finance, algorithmic trading, and risk analysis. So this would be a combination of maths, physics as the mainstream subject as a background. So look out for these institutions, not exactly in the field of core physics, but relatively. And those are the list of institutions and organizations around the world. Now let's look at what are some of those institutions in India. The first one to start with is Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. They conduct a lot of research and exploration and development in space technology and satellite applications. So this is one of the must look out organization. And the next one is the Baba Atomic Research Center, or BARC it's called as. Again, nuclear science, atomic energy, and related technologies are the areas that this organization, this institution looks for people, professionals, specializations. And not only that, we also have these IITs, Indian Institute of Technologies, and ISHR, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research. These institutions are the national prominence institutions in India, very popular. They offer opportunities for research and teaching positions in various fields of physics. So look out for these. And there's another sector like Department of Atomic Energy institutions like TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Variable Energy, Cyclotron Center, and Raja Ramanna Center for Advanced Technology. They conduct research in nuclear and particle physics. So primarily, majority of the roles would go into research when it comes to physics. And of course we also have Indian Institute of Astrophysics. They also conduct a lot of research in astrophysics, astronomy, and relative fields. So these in research organizations or laboratories would eventually look for people with physics as a background with highest academic qualifications in that discipline. So we also have the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, and look at some of those famous scientists in the space who some of them have relatively worked in these companies to begin with. And DRDO, they does a lot of research and development in defense technology like missile technology, radar systems, and electronic warfare, which physics is the primary background. Of course, the electronics, electrical communication, they all would be add-on credentials that one need to build up. And we also have the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research Laboratories, CISR. CSIR is what it is called. And these are like laboratories like National Physical Laboratory, Central Electronics Engineering and Research. They conduct research in physics area. So look at the amount of organizations, the depth and breadth that even India has to offer. Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology. They offer undergraduate and postgraduate programs in space technology. And at an early level, you could be part of as an intern. So that's also another opportunity. My friends, look out. These prominent institutions both worldwide and across India, and I'm sure that list would add value to your understanding and enhance your career decision making or informed career decisions easy. So thank you.